I don't know if I'm smart enough to break down this show, but I will try my best. I did not read the book. I don't know anything about the book. I'm only talking about what's happening in this show. Slight spoilers because it's very hard to talk about this show vaguely. Hello, welcome to Just My Thoughts. I'm your host Khaleel Ward. On this episode, I'll be talking about the Netflix show Three Body Problem. It's 8 episodes. For the most part, they're like an hour each. The shortest is 45 minutes. It is in English, but there are some scenes in China, and so they would be speaking Mandarin. There are some flashbacks as well. For the most part, it takes place in present day, but you do spend some time in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Not too much. Like I said, it's really hard talking about this show, but I'm going to try my best. The simple explanation is physics is out of whack. People are running tests. The test is supposed to give back solutions, and it's not really working. We follow, in the beginning, Benedict Wong's character, Clarence. He's an officer, and he's trying to figure out why these people are killing themselves. Physicists are killing themselves. And the first scene we come across, this guy has written this countdown in his own blood on the wall. And Clarence is like, it's another countdown. So apparently these people are seeing countdowns. And then we meet Saul, and Saul is a part of the Oxford Five, and we'll talk about them more later. But Saul is really brilliant. He's a physicist, and he's trying to figure out what's going on with this particular, at his job. And his job is getting ready to shut down because they're not getting solutions. So the funding has been taken away because they can't get solutions to stuff. And he's talking to his mentor, Vera. And Vera is important. She taught the Oxford Five. So she is the one that brings them together essentially. And after talking with Saul for a little bit, she kills herself. And I was like, what is going on? So once Vera kills herself and Saul tells the others, they all come for the funeral. And that's when we meet the Oxford Five. And you have Augie. They're all really smart. I don't know all their titles, but they are all really smart people. And she's getting ready to do something with her business. And she starts seeing numbers. And we'll talk about that more later. You have Jin. Jin is with Augie when they get the news of Vera's death. She's also, like I said, they all really smart. Will, I know he's a teacher. He dropped out of the program, no, but he did know Vera, and he stays cool with all of them. We have Jack. He was in Game of Thrones. Can't remember his name. Also, another guy from Game of Thrones is here too. But Jack, his business is thriving. He makes like snacks and stuff or whatever. And they all meet up for the funeral. And Augie tells Jin like, "Yo, I am seeing numbers. I don't know what it means." And after the funeral, someone comes up to her and is like, "Yo, stop what you're doing with your business, and the numbers will go away. Also, go to this place and the stars are going to blink at you." And she's like, "What? Okay." And she does it. She goes to the place and literally the stars start blinking. And she has Saul with her, and they are all freaking out. And I'm freaking out like, what is this show about? What is going on? And here's the spoiler. Something is coming. Aliens, whatever you want to call them. Something is coming. They have made contact. And at first they were chill. They were talking to the humans, and the humans were talking back, but the humans were like worshiping the things that were coming. And I'm gonna just call them aliens. The aliens were like, cool. Humans are cool. But we need more. We need more humans. We need smarter humans. And that's where this game comes into play. And Jin is the first one to play the game. And it's like this headset. It looks like a VR. Well, it don't look like a VR headset we have. But it looks like something you put on your head. And then you're transported into this game. And she starts getting hooked playing it. Because there are like levels and there's things she has to do. I'm not going to break down everything she has to do in the game, but it's very interesting. It feels very lifelike. And then she gets Jack to try the game. But when he first tries it, he keeps getting killed because he wasn't invited to play the game. But then Jack gets invited. So Jin and Jack are playing this game where they're trying to advance these civilizations past different levels. And while that's going on, you have Clarence keeping tabs on them, trying to discover like what is putting all these people together. What is going on to have all these people come together? And then things start happening. I want to say episode 5. Episode 5 is really dope. Like where a lot of things are discovered and uncovered and you're like, oh, this is what's happening. And it brings you in because, like I said, there's a lot of main characters that you spend time with and you're like, what is their purpose? At first, I thought Saul was going to be really important. He's not important to the end. Will, he's not really doing much. I believe he's sick, and he's not important to the end. So for the most part, you're spending time with Jin, Augie. They're doing a lot. Jack is doing a lot. Clarence is doing a lot, and then it just starts flowing together, and you're like, I'm understanding what's happening. And like I said, I don't know anything about the books or anything, but for this show, I was interested because I wanted to know why the aliens were coming. I wanted to know why, like what changed, you know, in their relationship with the humans of why they were coming. And then it gets to a point where the humans are now trying to defend themselves against these aliens that are on their way. And they won't be here for a while, but they're trying to put in defense, you know, for when they do arrive. And that's the show, essentially. It's these people coming together to set up a defense against the aliens. And I know I said a lot, and it sounds confusing. And at first, it was confusing watching it. But I enjoyed the show. I don't know what to tell you. I enjoyed the show. I'll watch it again to, you know, get a better understanding, and, you know, try to figure out like what I missed in the, you know, the first watch. But it's a cool show. If you're looking for something like where you should put down your phones and pay attention, this is the show. 3 Body Problem on Netflix. Lock in. Don't try to start doing other things while this show's on. You're gonna miss something. You're gonna be like, why are they doing this? Because there's a lot that's said in the show, especially the scenes in Mandarin. It's very informative, those scenes. But those are just my thoughts on this particular show. If you watch the show, let me know what you thought about it. Thank you for watching.